We're live. Let me put you up here. For those people that are watching later, it's going to be kind of boring. For those people that are watching live, hopefully we'll have a good time. Live is best, so you can interact with me and ask questions and heckle and do whatever else you do. This is a really dirty 200T, and we're going to wait for some people to get here. What a mess. What a mess my bench is here. But there's actually a method to my madness here, so bear with me. Kiwi Lad, how's it going? Kiwi Lad, how's it going? So let's start nailing some stuff down here. Oh shoot, I have. Put some Loctite on here. I know this is dirty, and everybody's like, "Nah, you gotta clean it." Well, don't worry, I'm going to. And I gotta do the seals too, and you're gonna see what's up there. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually gonna do an install without splitting the crankcase, without installing new bearings. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Did I mess this up? Oh dear, I messed it up. Haha. Okay. Better. Hey Bill. Hey Larry. Yeah, sorry about that. Good thing I have my other cell phone here so I can actually watch what boneheaded things I do. So I've got Loctite on there. Yeah, you're going to see what I do here in a minute. I'm going to put some 1184 on here. For you purists, you do not necessarily need to use 1184 for this, but I like to. If you're going to do it, use it nowhere else. Put it over where the case gasket goes here. I do want to clean off this saw, but now that I've pulled the head off, I should have cleaned it before I pulled the head, obviously, but I was kind of expecting to do a case split, and now that we're not, I don't know, whatever. Wow, all kinds of colors here. P.A. Dan, Greg Beeman, Dude West. Not all that interesting. Yeah, sorry. Matt the cameraman, good job. What an idiot. It's a nice box. You can hear him talk. I have no idea what the heck's going on. Okay. So I cleaned up the head. The head actually cleaned up pretty good. The only defect on this head really is right at the intake. Hey Casey, didn't miss much. 15 people here to watch me put a head on. Okay. That's cool. Not complaining, just saying. Alright, this is tacked up for a minute, so I'm just going to put the gasket right down there. I'll let that tack too. Now I'm going to do the piston. Now fortunately, we actually had a piston here from another saw. This piston's perfectly good. And these rings, oddly enough, were from a different one. These rings are perfectly good. These generated like 150 pounds of compression. So you know what? I'm just going to use these rings. Could use a new set of cabers, but you know what? These generate fine compression, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's a brotherhood of solace, yes. Hey, Cowboy. What's going on? Okay. Now, one of these clips I'm going to put in here. This is the John Riley method, apparently. Use the wrong end. Gotta use the smaller one. Oh, I used it too big. Click. So the way I'm getting these circlips in is these little tiny notches. Little tiny notches in some pointy nose pliers, and then you have to thin out the beaks a little bit. You want to thin it out enough so it dives right into this hole right here. And now you got a circlip that's a piece of cake to put in. Alright. A little bit of grease here. And this guy. Before I put all this together, all these bearings in here were dry. And we're going to do seals, don't worry. Again, there's a method to my madness here. Okay. Rings towards the intake here. Come on. Feel me now, rings. Yeah, I think they're the 026 flywheel side seals. I think that's what fits. There's one. There's a one. Two. Good. So, now that the piston's in, don't pull it out. I gotta pull it out a little bit. Ah, crap. Don't pull it out. Sorry. Couldn't help it. Yeah, you can fight clips for a long time. There's no question about that. Well, that's interesting. That one just broke. Hey, Craig. Just broke a clip. Just broke a ring. Well, now I'm just going to throw both of them out. And hope that I do have a set of cabers. Son of a gun, I do. Here we go. Is it just me? Does anybody and everybody hate these caber boxes? Okay, here we go. New rings. I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have the carburetor yet and the other parts like the muffler, so we can't really take this build super far. I just ordered like all kinds of stuff. I ordered all kinds of stuff. Oh my lord. Really trying to get both these 394s done. There's one. There's two. Good. Okay. So the piston's in. This tool made. You know what? After using this, what I just made, I don't think I'd use the Stihl tool. Based on how easy this is, I don't think this. I don't think I'd go for the Stihl tool. I'm going to try this though. I'm going to try this method with having the piston in the cylinder head. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. Then you So this way you know that your rings are in there properly. Sometimes these darn things just don't want to fit through. I'd love it if there was a pilot point or something. Oh, there it goes. Gotta be a pilot point or something, you know? So it goes in, and you dive in towards that hole, and it goes click, and that's it, literally. So now you can bring the ring around a little bit, around the horn here, kind of. But other than that, you're good. I'm trying to look and see. I need a small screwdriver. I just want to bring the ring just around a little bit. Just want to bring it around the circle so that the tip is not sticking in here. Too big. That was the small one. There we go. That's it. Okay. Make sure your gaskets are straight. Your goop is straight. Bring to bottom dead center. So I've got 2 clips in. That's the intake, that's the exhaust. Of course, now I'm wishing to put these things in the ultrasonic. I'll give you a close-up of the tool in just a second. I have goop that's setting, you know. A little bit of grease on the end helps hold it. the clip gap to be in vertical position because it might do this. If it does, then it comes out. Hopefully this don't come out. One, two, three, four. They're tight. Okay, so now what I want to do is take everything off here. Well, no, what I want to do now is actually clean this. But in order to clean it, I'm going to put a plastic baggie over the head and just give the rest of this a really good wash. Preferably a plastic baggie that actually seals too. I'll go upstairs and get one. I'll be back. I'm going to go clean this anyway. It's going to take me just a couple minutes. I'll be back, though. Okay. Is this perfect? No, but it'll do. Just gonna go back out of the tree drop anyway. Okay. So, let's see if we can try a close-up of the tool. I don't know. Here's the pointy nose pliers. Can you guys see that? So, right at the very end, there's a notch, just enough to hold the clip, and the tips are ground down this way and this way to be narrow enough just to grab that clip. Does that help? Hopefully that helps. It's not my idea. I'm not taking credit for it at all. John Riley, I saw a video on it. He did it, and I can't find the video. So. I do not trust these seals. So they are coming out. And yes, I've had to dig these darn things out. And they break, and they break, and they break because they're plastic. Ooh, almost. You can go up against the crank. The crank is strong, right? There. The magnesium is not. Hey, William. Yeah, I didn't know whether I'd be on tonight or not either. Okay, so let's get some. These are going to be aftermarket seals, but these are. In this case, I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we'll see. One, two. So that spring is inside there. All I got to do is put a little Loctite on this. This is a 200T. Again, Brian and Ryan saw. This is the third one that they've given me to do now. Now, do we want to use the Coke can trick on this? You can. Because of the even taper here, you don't necessarily need to, but now you just need something that'll tap that in. Forget what I've used in the past. Forgot what I've used in the past here. Actually, I can do as I say, not as I do. I can use one of my crappy. Yeah, that'll actually be perfect. Don't do this. Don't try this at home. This is not what the tools are intended for, okay? For those of you that are wondering, and I'm just going to get this down more or less here. And what I'll do is I'll take Coke can out. And then I want something that basically smashes that down even, but I don't want to hit that surface really. That's too weak. Now I should be able to use my new socket. Just going flush, basically. My neighbor, hang on. Hey. I'm live in the basement. Can I call you back in a minute? I'll call you back in like 15 minutes. All right, bye. Are we back? We're back, okay. Sorry. Okay, that looks pretty good, actually. This one should go down basically flush. I know. Yeah. Flush. Perfect. Okay. So that's driven where it needs to be. Now this one I got to take the oil pump off for. 24 people. Holy cow. a minute, I'm going to clean up too. This one happens to be flush with the bumps here. Okay. Goes. Nope. I got part of it. There. Just lifts up and out. And it breaks as you go, so you got to go easy here. And again, you don't want to bugger the magnesium chassis, but you can put good pressure against the crank if you need to. Q-tip down in there. This is cleaner. Okay. Definitely Coke can trick on this side because there is a lip. Actually, I think you can use this too. Yep, you can hammer on that just fine. All I'm doing is using the bearing here for the flat surface. And it won't allow me to overdrive it. That's the thing. Let's see if it's over the lip. If it is, we're good. Yep. Okay. That's even, Steven. Guess we can make sure the oil pump works, right? I don't even know if there's anything in there. Sure looks like it works. Yep, just by the look of it, I'm willing to bet that works just fine. So, okay. Brake cleaner. Red Loctite. Screws. That's it. So your oil pump is in. And I'd say actually next thing's next is the muffler, which we don't have. So at this point, we've basically reached a stopping point. Well, let me throw a new impulse line on. Goodbye. Brand new impulse line. Rocking. Yeah, you need a diamond to sharpen those, Tim. actually kind of wondering here if the screws will actually hold in these spots. There's still thread here. Apparently the answer is yes. Because it was missing these two top screws. Okay. Next is the muffler, whenever I get it. So, I'd say we're doing pretty good. Hey, Glenn. Okay, so good to go here. Just need the muffler, but I don't have one, so we're going to be waiting on that for a bit. I got to go. It's going to be a long week. Tomorrow's a long day, so I may not come on tomorrow night. I don't get out of work until 7. So, yeah, tomorrow's long. So, any questions before I take off? Sorry, Glenn. Just headed out here. I really thought I could have used those rings. Shucks. There. Just for a quick recap, when I'm doing seals like that with the crankcase intact, I use the aftermarket seals or the OEM 026 flywheel side seal, I think is the one that fits. They're actually metal and rubber as opposed to Bakelite or plastic. So the OEM ones, the OEM seals are probably, they probably have more longevity to them, but they're a pain in the neck to put in unless you're putting them in with the case halves split. So if the case halves are not split, then I put the aftermarket ones in. If the case halves are split, then I put in the OEM seals. And that's kind of how I'm doing it right now. I'm not the dead one. You know, Glenn, there's just no... When you have a name like that, you got to expect that these guys are going to give that to you. I know. You've heard it forever. Anyway, questions for me, guys? Anything before I take off here? I guess not. So, I do have tools in stock. Anybody that's interested, I think I have 6 kits in stock right now. So, I literally just got 30 6-foot pieces of threaded rod. So, that's really heavy. I'm excited about it, but it was really heavy. So I'm going to be chopping those up and then eventually sending those to the machinist. That way we will have a really good stock going forward. What else? I think that's pretty much that. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I think that's really cool. I always think it's cool to hang out with you guys. Really cool. But I have to go spend time with my family for a little bit. And I will catch you guys tomorrow if possible. If not, Wednesday. I'm still waiting on a bar. Got a 42-inch bar coming. I'm hoping to do some milling on Wednesday. So if you guys, maybe I'll take you guys outside with me. Who knows? Okay. That's about it for now. I will catch you guys later. Be safe. Email me if you got questions about tools or anything else. Here's my email. Take care, guys. Have a great night. And yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Do appreciate it. Take care. Thanks, William. Thanks.